Hey, what's up, people? It's Ainzlee, about to do my third movie review, and this time it's I Spit on Your Grave. Um, this review is by special request. Shout out to CD. Thanks for recommending this movie. It was, well, you'll hear it was by the end of this review. So, where do I start? If by any chance you haven't watched this movie yet, maybe you want to watch it and then get back at me, watch the review and then leave some comments, because I'm going all out. So I'm going to spoil the movie completely. So if you haven't watched it yet, maybe you should. Sure, you can get it at your DVD store, or yeah, maybe some pay-per-view or something. But yeah, definitely check it out. Or you can watch the review, but there will be a lot of spoilers. Now, this story takes place in a little rural town where this writer decides to go and write her book. You know, in a secluded area. She rented a small lodge, and yeah, basically that's where the story begins. But due to an altercation that happened early in the story, trust me, um, halfway through, I mean, like the first half an hour of this movie, it starts to get nasty. The altercation that she had was with one of the illiterates that lives in this town, a small gang of four. Um, one's retarded, and the other three are not far from that. But yeah, they're illiterate, trust me. So they feel that this town girl is too good to come to this town and not talk to them, you know, treat them like the kings they are. So they decide to basically push themselves on this girl, and yeah, it goes from there. It's it's pretty gruesome. It's pretty gruesome. I can't put it any other way. Yeah, while watching these earlier scenes where they really messed with this girl, I was thinking I would never want my daughter, mother, sister, girlfriend, anybody I know to go through anything like this, no matter what the situation is. It was really horrible, and I think it really says something about the movie. The acting was good. It was like I was watching. It was actually happening. It wasn't like watching a movie. It was like watching the actual thing happening. So yeah, they did well. This movie was released in 2010, but it was limited release. It was banned in New Zealand, and because it's unrated, a lot of people didn't really, you know, get to watch it. So yeah, it didn't make a lot of money. But if you're into survival, revenge, horror, this is your movie. Trust me. You will love and hate every bit of it all at the same time. Now, there's a part of this movie where she's talking on her phone to her friend, and her phone falls into the toilet. Now, I got to give everybody a tip. It doesn't really have to do with the movie, but if your phone falls in water, obviously try to take it out as soon as possible and put it in rice. Just put it in rice, and the rice will suck all the moisture out of the phone. I mean, taking out the battery and flashing it isn't going to do much, okay? So just a tip. Doesn't really have anything to do with the movie, but yeah, use rice. Put down some emergency rice just to save your phone or any other electronics you might have. After they do all this stuff to this girl, she decides to take revenge after barely getting away, because we're talking about 4 guys gang her, and then after she barely escapes, finds the sheriff, he ends up carrying her back to the house and joining the gang of 4. So after they do all sorts of unspeakable things to her, I mean, they plan to kill her. Don't worry about the shirts, it's a different day, okay? Yeah, so we continue with the review. No, I always say this in every horror movie. Who goes outside? Who opens their door when they hear a noise outside and just goes out there? Definitely not me. Mm-mm. The really scary thing about this movie is it could happen to anybody. Now there's a lapse in the movie. There's like it takes place over a 6-week period. So there's a lapse where after she gets away from them and they think she's dead. There's a lapse of time that's, according to what I heard, it's about 6 weeks, because her friend called and it was about a month. Hold on a second, I got a message. So this girl comes back and she kicks some serious butt. I mean, she really made them pay for it. And at first I was really pissed, and then, I mean, this movie really throws your emotions around, because one minute you're really angry, and sometimes it even carries to the point when she's doing these things to these guys, you're wondering, how should I really feel about this? I mean, you have mixed feelings, you know. Should I be happy that she's messing them up? Or should I feel sad for these guys who are getting messed up? I mean, trust me, it's a conflict of emotions. You may think this is a joke, but at the end of the movie I was looking for no females were hurt in the making of this film, because, I mean, seriously, it is gruesome. This movie just proves that men do some stupid stuff when they're idle. Seriously. Keep your mind active, or else you're going to be as dumb as these dudes. Okay, I'm back again. The director did a really good job on this movie. I mean, it was really believable. From her running through the forest, which I guess because she was so messed up, when her slippers fell off, she kept on running in that direction, which is kind of messed up. But yeah, all the actors did a really good job of portraying a really messed up situation. For a survival horror film, I give this movie 5 out of 5. Yeah, I'm being real nice to this movie because I felt everything. It was really something. This movie teaches us a couple of things. Number one, if you don't feel safe, don't take any chances. Get the hell out of there. Number two, don't mess around with illiterate people. Something serious will happen. I mean, I've lived that experience, and trust me, she learned the very hard way that you can't reason with an illiterate person. If the guy who did the original Saw was still alive, he would be proud. Trust me. This movie really gave Saw a run for its money. And this has been I Spit on Your Grave, the review. And I know I said I was going to do Transformers next, but I'm going to do it in a couple of days. Okay? Peace. Yeah, by the way, them, as I say, it come in like saw. Them sick. Especially the last one. The people who come up with these things, man. Trust me. Watch it, please. Please watch it. Shout out to CD again. Good movie.